All right, man, peace. For those of you brothers who go back far enough, you remember that around 1990-91, somewhere in that area, there was a very famous singing duo by the name of Milli Vanilli. A couple of so-called black dudes with long-ass braids in their hair and tight slacks and oversized blazers with shoulder pads in them. They used to do silly dances, and they had a couple of hits. One of them was called, I believe, Blame It on the Rain, so on and so forth. Either way, one day they decided that they were going to appear on a television show to sing. And of course, it was revealed that they don't really sing. They just lip sing over a track. And once they were exposed for being lip singers, their career was never able to recover. The unfortunate aspect of that whole situation was that the vast majority of these mainstream entertainers that we see on TV are not really particularly talented. They just lip sing. They're allowed to get on TV because they're witches. And due to the fact that they adhere to many aspects of the Babylonian Kemetic Mystery School system, they're given fame. It is what it is. Why am I saying all this? Because Stephen A. Smith, we all know him, love him, very controversial cat on television. He recently was quote-unquote exposed as being a proverbial football lip syncer, meaning somebody who's on TV talking about football and don't really know what the hell he's talking about. And it was so hilarious because it was so clear that Stephen A. Smith did not do any real research on this game between the Chiefs and the Chargers. He just probably went up and did a very frivolous 2-minute Google search on who comprises the rosters for the LA Chargers and for the Kansas City Chiefs. And he tried to take that half-assed quote-unquote research to TV and made a bit of a fool of himself. And that's okay, because at the end of the day, they asked Stephen A. Smith, who by far is the most elite level talent on ESPN, to cover basketball, to cover boxing, and to cover football, and to be a so-called quote-unquote expert when it comes to covering NBA basketball, to cover NFL football, to cover college football, to cover baseball, and also to cover boxing, which he's now starting to do. And as we all know, for the most part, it's very difficult to be a master of more than one field. Stephen A. Smith is not even really a master of the basketball field, but at least he's good at acting like he is. He clearly understands the game. Point being is this: I just found many of his prognostications pertaining to this game hilarious, and it left me wondering, is Stephen A. Smith on the weed? So anyway, they're going to talk about it. I'm going to chime in.
For them, because you got to make an adjustment. I'm going to have some faith in Spencer Ware and thinking that, you know, he can do some things.
Did you see Max Kellerman's eyes when Stephen A. Smith said Spencer Ware? Let me rewind this back a little bit.
Stating for them, because you got to make an adjustment. I'm going to have some faith in Spencer Ware and thinking that, you know, he can do something.
Max Kellerman's eyebrows went up.
Some things. I'm keeping my eyes on this matchup right here.
Look at him looking down. Look at Stephen A. looking down at them bullshit ass notes. Let me rewind it back a little bit.
You know, he can do some things. I'm keeping my eyes on this matchup right here.
Stephen A. said he keeping his eyes on. He looked down at his notes. Oh man. Bet money the note said, keep your eyes on O.J. Simpson. He's a great running back. Like, come on, with them old-ass notes. Max, watch out for the Chiefs. They got this great pass rusher, Derrick Thomas. Oh, man, he's dangerous on the edge. Like, what? Derrick Thomas passed away 20 years ago, brother. What are you talking about, man? Oh, my bad.
Yeah. Spencer Ware's out. I'm sorry?
Spencer Ware is out.
Oh, yes, I forgot. I'm sorry, Max.
Out with a foot, yeah.
Absolutely, he is out.
Oh, my bad. I knew that. I knew that Spencer Ware is out. Because I know that they got the new running back that they just drafted. What's his name? Jamaal Charles. Yeah, he's going to be running. Stephen A. Smith, they cut Jamaal Charles 3 years ago. Oh, did they? Let's go to commercial.
But I'm thinking Tyreek Hill. I'm thinking Patrick Mahomes. I'm also looking...
He knew he was fucking up, so he said, let me just stop mentioning names that I know. Stephen A. was thinking to himself, oh, bump these bullshit ass notes. I can't believe I wrote this shit down. That's what I get for trying to do research after 25 straight hours of work covering boxing, football, the NBA, college football. Oh, man, what the hell am I going to do now? Shit. Max Kellerman, help me out.
at the San Diego Chargers on offense, and I'm thinking about Hunter Henry and the way that he's played this year and as effective as he's been.
My man said Hunter Henry. Look at Teddy Bruschi. Teddy Bruschi's like, what the hell have I gotten myself into?
He's going up against Derrick Johnson.
You see Max Kellerman's face? Oh, shit.
Derrick Johnson. And I got to keep my eyes on that because I'm looking at it from...
Yo, look at Teddy Bruschi. Teddy Bruschi like, what? Derrick Thompson been out for the whole season? What are you talking about? Yo, this is like the funniest segment that I've ever seen in my life, man. Stephen A. Smith is something else. And Max, watch out for that quarterback on the Chiefs. Len Dawson. Oh, man, he's incredible, especially when he throws the deep ball. And the Chargers have this wide receiver that's going to stretch the field. It's a white boy named Lance Alworth. Never seen nothing like him. Like Stephen A. Smith, Lance Alworth played 50 years ago, man. Oh, really? Oh, shit.
It from the standpoint. Listen, here's where I'm at with all of this.
You're not anywhere with all this, brother. You done fucked up. You know what? Just say, I just think that the Chiefs are gonna win because they're at home. Just say that shit.
At the end of the day, I'm looking at Patrick Mahomes. I'm looking at Tyreek Hill. I'm looking at Travis Kelce.
Those are the three guys he know. That's why he went back to that. He tried to get deep and fucked up. So he said, let me just name the guys I know so I can get off this segment. We can go back to talk about basketball.
I think they're going to have the ability to exploit certain things. I think they'll do just fine with that. They obviously got...
Certain things like what? I'm looking at Patrick Mahomes. I'm looking at Tyreek Hill. I'm looking at Travis Kelce. I think they'll be able to exploit certain things. Certain things, I'm not quite sure. I'm just trying to get to commercial.
They got to watch out for Ingram and obviously Joey Bosa on the defensive line, the kind of things that they can do. But
Joey Bosa did come back, right? I'm not fucking up again, am I?
But in the end, I think that Kansas City at Arrowhead Stadium is going to put up the necessary points. I don't think the Chargers are going to do that.
Just say that then, brother. Stop trying to get deep.
As a result, I don't see this being, Teddy, a situation where it's Pittsburgh revisited, where you get down and you end up coming back.
Well, that's exactly what happened. So you ended up being wrong about that, brother, but that's okay. We're all wrong sometime.
I think this is one of those situations where the Kansas City Chiefs are going to be able to hold on. And I think they're going to win a game like this. They're going to get out to a lead, and they're going to hold on for their dear lives. And they're going to win a game like this, like 33-27.
Yeah, both of you guys have...
Not to be somebody who speaks from the perspective of hindsight, I'm not going to say that I thought that the Chargers were going to win the game, but I would never have thought that the Chiefs would be able to hold off the Chargers even if they had a 14-point lead. So the Chargers coming back did not surprise me because the Chiefs don't have Kareem Hunt. So what you utilize when you build up a 14-point lead against another good team, especially when you're at home, is a great running attack. Unfortunately for the Chiefs, Andy Reid oftentimes he neglects his running attack, but we're seeing that more and more in the NFL because we're seeing that from Sean McVay as well. Sometimes these coaches are a little bit too smart for their own good, especially when they're viewed as being offensive masterminds. But I was not surprised when the Chargers came back. It was very unfortunate for the Chiefs, but I'm not quite sure if losing Kareem Hunt is going to be something that the Chiefs will be able to move beyond.
It's great points because these are two very good...
Stop lying, Teddy. You know that man did not make any great points. The man bullshit his way through his portion of the segment. Stop lying.
Good football teams, and I understand what you're talking about, Max, with the...
No, you don't understand what either one I'm talking about, especially not Stephen A. Smith.
With Los Angeles Chargers and who they are and what they have. And what they have this late in the year, all right, after Thanksgiving, all right, the Los Angeles Chargers to go into Arrowhead Stadium and...
Teddy probably said the San Diego Chargers on purpose just so that he could fuck it up like Stephen A. Smith did and create a little smoke screen for Stephen A. Like, don't worry, Steve. I'm messing up too over here. Yo, Stephen A. Smith, that shit was so funny, man. I really think that the Chiefs are going to pose a major problem because we know that their coach, Marty Schottenheimer, we know how he coaches in big games, Max, right? Wait a minute. Doesn't Marty coach for the Chargers too? Oh, man. What team is he going to coach tonight, Max?
And win on a Thursday night, to me, it involves all hands on deck. You got to have all hands on deck to win this. And if, I mean, with Eckler out and Gordon questionable.
Well, we know how the game ended. I just wanted to do a little video pertaining to Steve going off a little bit because it was hilarious. We all know that Stephen A. Smith is probably the most talented sportscaster in the industry, so it's not that big a deal. But anyway, peace.